Okay, so we are all going to take a look at the Unit 3 test together. And see, I don't have any notes with me or anything, so Shay's going to help us if we've forgotten a formula.
Right.
Smarty pants.
Actually, I do have some notes over here, so I can probably maybe okay. Okay, so let's take a look at these questions. It says, use a diagram in the box to convert the given measurement to the indicated unit. So we want to go from 331.4 centimeters to hectometers. And this is the thing where you always start to the right of wherever you are, and then you just kind of count to get to the right of where you want to go, and that's the direction that your decimal is going to move. So centimeters are here, hectometers are here. So I'm going to move it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left. Does everybody understand that?
Yep.
Okay. So if I do that here, and I can just imagine that, what will my answer be?
0.0331 4.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So y'all feel good about that?
Yep.
Shay, did we get it right?
No.
You don't like it?
I said yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's try the next one. All right. Use the Pythagorean theorem to find the missing length in the right triangle. Now, this is a really fun one. If you get the 3, 4, that would be fun. But because remember, there is a Pythagorean triple. Do y'all remember the triple?
Yeah, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, it's 3, 4, 5. But if you don't remember the triple, let me or maybe the one that you get is not a triple. So let me grab something to write on. We would do, let's see, our formula, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? And in this picture, it looks like we have A and B. C is always the hypotenuse, which is the side opposite the right angle. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals c squared. 9 plus 16 equals c squared. So 25 is equal to c squared. So in order to find 25, this is what Ellen was doing. We take the square root, right? Square root of 25, and we get c equals 5. Now, I'll tell you that if you were in a traditional math class and you stopped at the step where it said 25 equals c squared and you were trying to find c, there's actually 2 answers. 5 squared is 25, but negative 5 squared is also 25. But in this problem, we're dealing with the real world, and in the real world, or we're dealing with a real length, and so it doesn't make sense for it to be negative. So that's why I went straight to just 25. But if you were in a math class, you would do plus or minus. I mean, algebraic, if it wasn't a real application. Okay, that was fun. All right, number 3, it says use the table along with dimensional analysis to convert the given square unit to the square unit indicated. All right, so we have 25.9 ha's, which are those hectares, and we want to get them to acres. And we're told that 1 acre is equal to 0.4 ha's. Okay, so we'll come on to our, we'll come in here and let's just add some more to this.
Stephanie.
Well, I'll just fill it over here. Okay, so we have 25.9. Oh, my computer's going crazy. Ha's. You put that over 1, and you want to get to acres. So acres is going to be on top, and the ha is going to be on bottom. And then you just take the information. You know that 1 acre is 0.4 of the hectares. So all you have to do here is divide 25.9 by 0.4. So go to your calculator and do 25.9 divided by 0.4. So 64.75 rounded to the nearest hundredth. Do y'all agree?
No.
Why did mine
5.9 divided by 4? Would be-
I know, I don't feel very good about it either. Let's see, 25, oh, it's divided by 0.4. It's 1 divided by 0.4, right? Yeah, I got that again. What?
Oh, you got to divide?
Yeah.
I did.
Did you get it?
Yes.
So what did we decide? 64.75 rounded to the nearest hundredth. So
Yeah.
So we don't have to round. All right. Next question. Use dimensional analysis to convert the quantity to the indicated units. 18 inches to yards. So how will we do that? Who wants to? Do we have someone that wants to do it for us? Brody?
Inch to feet to yards.
Okay. So you'll do 18 inches, and we'll put that over 1. And then you want to go from inches to feet. So we put the inches on the bottom, and then you want to go to yards from feet. So we'll put the yards on top, and the feet will cancel in the bottom. So we know there's 12 inches in 1 foot, and there are 3 feet in 1 yard. So when you're doing this, if you want to do it all in one step on your calculator, and you have a big calculator, you can use your parentheses. But if you don't want to do that, you might want to go ahead and do 18 times 1 times 1, which is 18, and then 1 times 12 times 3, which is 36. So your inches cancel, your feet cancel. And then you can type that in your calculator, or if you're having a good day, you might be able to see that that is 1/2, because 18 goes into 36 exactly 2 times. So you should have got 0.5. Everybody okay?
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to put in 0.5, and then we'll check our answer. Next problem. Okay. Use the English and metric equivalents to the right along with dimensional analysis to convert the given measure to the unit indicated. So now we want to go 18 meters to yards. So you want to come over here and you find that the box, they have that 1 yard is equal to 0.9 meters. Okay. So let me erase here a little bit. Okay, so 18 meters. So we'll put the 18 over 1. And then what do we want to do? We want to convert it to yards. And we're told that 1 yard is 0.9 meters. So we've got 1 yard is 0.9 meters. Everybody understand why the 0.9 meters goes on the bottom?
Yes.
Yeah, because we want to cancel these. Okay, and so what is 18 divided by 0.9? It's what?
20.
20?
Divided by 2.
No, 18 divided by 0.9.
Yeah, it is 20. Do you ever wonder how to do that? I mean, these problems are pretty easy. We might just think about it for a second. 0.9 is 9/10. So if you do 18 divided by 0.9, you could think of that as divided by 9/10, like that. And do you remember when you have a number divided by a fraction, that's the same as thinking of 18 and then divided by 9/10? I don't know if that's familiar. And then this is 7th grade, but in 7th grade, what we did for dividing fractions, it's the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. So we would think of this as 18 times 10 over 9. And then the 9s cancel. 9 goes into 18 2 times, and 2 times 10 is 20. So that's kind of, I don't know, old school math.
I'm glad I read calculators.
I feel like you just went in twice and add a 0. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So it's just kind of fun to rethink about that. All right. So a rectangular garden bed measures 20 feet by 15 feet. A water faucet is located at the corner of the garden bed. A hose will be connected to the water faucet. The hose must be long enough to reach the opposite corner of the garden bed when stretched. Find the required length of hose. Okay, so that sounds like a fun problem. Let me see here.
Oh, it's just asking for
For something, what?
it's asking for the hypotenuse.
It is. So when you draw your picture here, we've got a rectangle that's 20 by 15, right? And they put the faucet here, say it's right here, and they want the hose to stretch all the way to the other side. They want to know how long this hose is right there. So we have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Because it's a rectangle, we know that's a right angle. And it doesn't matter which one you decide to make A and B, but you could say that A, like let this one be A and this one be B. So that would be 20 squared plus 15 squared is equal to C squared. And so that's 400 plus 15 squared is how much? 225? Is that right?
Yep.
Yes.
Equals C squared. So this is 625 is equal to C squared. And so how do we find C?
Take the square root. And it's
Right. And what do you get?
25.
Good. All right, now, so C is equal to 25 feet. And just for fun, this is another one of those Pythagorean triples that I told y'all about. If you think of this, this is similar to the a 3, 4, 5 triangle. If this one were 3 and this one were 4, then this would have to be 5. So 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 5 is 20. So if this was 5, you would do 5 times 5 and you would get the 25. So that's just kind of something fun, again, to think about, but I don't know whether you care about that or not. All right, so this is 25. Next question. Am I going too fast? Are you guys okay?
Yep, we're fine.
Okay.
Thank you.
Use the table along with dimensional analysis to convert the given square unit to the square unit indicated. So we're at 5 inches squared, and we want to convert to centimeters squared. So we just look at our chart, and we say 1 inch squared is equal to 6.5 centimeters squared. So when we come in here, we erase. Okay, so if we come in here and we've got 5 inches squared, we'll put that over 1. We want to end up with centimeters squared, so that means we need to have the inches squared on the denominator, so it'll cancel. And then just taking from the chart, we know that 1 inch squared is equal to 6.5 centimeters squared. So our inch squareds cancel. And 6.5 times 5 then is
32.5.
32.5. Everybody okay?
Yup.
Yep. Round to the nearest hundred. God, there's 30 questions on this test.
Why are you doing that to us?
Well,
I guess,
per question. I mean, we could miss more.
yeah. But I'm tired. I'm already tired. I'm on like number 7. I should just let y'all do this. Just kidding. All right, find the area of the shaded region. Oh, this is a good one. This is pretty tricky, I think.
Shaded region on the outside.
This is sort of one of these. Like, I mean, basically, this class is not like this unit is not that hard, but the concepts in it are so key from a calculus perspective. And this is this idea in calculus. We do this a lot. We're trying to find area under curve, between curves, and you have to kind of think opposite, or you think in it. You have to think in a way. What I'm going to talk about right here is very similar to the way that you think in calculus. But if you just kind of tweak the problem a little bit, the thinking is not exactly. It doesn't make as much sense as what I'm going to tell you. So it's kind of an interesting problem. What you want to do is think about, okay, what do I know? What formulas do I know? And how can I then apply them so that I can figure out the area of the shaded region? All we have here are circles, and we know the formula for the area of a circle, right? We know the formula for an area of circle is pi times the radius squared, right? Now, can anyone tell me what the radius of the big circle is?
8.
Right. And do you all understand why it would be 8?
Yeah, because each of the half the little ones are only 4.
Yeah, you put them together and it makes 8. Okay, so big circle radius is equal to 8 centimeters. Now, if we found the area of the big circle, so big circle, we would get just pi times 8 squared. So that's like 64 pi centimeters, and it's centimeters squared. All right, now, how would we get the area of the shaded region? We would need to subtract something. What would we need to subtract?
You get the area of the little circles and subtract it.
Right, we would need to subtract the area of the 2 little circles from the big circle, the big circles area. So the area of the little circle is equal to pi times 4 squared, or 16 pi centimeters squared, right? But we have 2 of them, right? We have 2 of them. So the area of the shaded is equal to the area of the big circle minus 2 times the area of the little. All right, so what are we going to do with that? Well, the area of the big was 64 pi minus 2 times 16 pi. Let me get rid of this. Sorry, I got the screen here. Oops. Okay, now, so this is 64 pi minus 2 times 16 pi is 32 pi. So you have 64 pi, take away 32 pi. So how many pi do you have?
Well,
64 minus, at 64 apples minus 32 apples, how many apples do you have? 12?
and be 32. Yeah,
60, yeah, it's just 64 minus 32, which is 32. So 32, and then pi. 32 pi, 32 apples, whatever. You're subtracting 2 of, you know, the same thing. 64 of something minus 32 of something. So that makes 32. All right. Any questions on that one? Clyde? Or,
No.
Oh, go ahead. Christina?
I said no.
Oh, Clyde?
Yeah, the area is, the answer is going to be 32 centimeters squared,
Yes.
32
32 pi.
32 pi centimeters squared.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this is the one where you have to use your little pi on the math palette here. Okay, next question. Number 9. It says, convert the given measurement to the indicated unit using the table at the right. I was really into these when I made this question, huh? Erase. Let's see.
That's 4.2.
Okay, so it says we have 4.2 kilograms, and we want to get to cubic centimeters. So hopefully there's a conversion with kilograms and cubic centimeters. There isn't, but there is one with cubic centimeters. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, there is. There's a cubic centimeter. It's noticed on the second row there. 1,000 cubic centimeters is equal to 1 kilogram. So we'll put 1,000 cubic centimeters is 1 kilogram. Is everybody okay? You see that on the second row there? And then 4.2 times 1,000, if you think about it, you just move your decimal to the right 3 places. So it should be 4,200 cubic centimeters. The kilograms will cancel. You okay? I'm guessing yes. Okay, so 4,200. All right, now it says convert the given unit of weight to the unit indicated. So we're at 8.1 DGs, and we want to get to MGs, right? From I think that's decigrams, and you want to get to milligrams. But see, here's when I can't really remember. So I'm going to go. Yeah. If it is the D, when you just have the D with the G, that's going to be just after the grams. So that's going to be one to the right. You'd have to have DAG to be to the left. So that might be something you want to remember for your notes. You know, there's the deca and the deci, but the deca is DA and the deci is just D. So which one was I on? Was that 10? Yeah. Does that make sense? When you have just the D, it's going to be the deci. Because remember we had this thing, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk, but that was yet because you have D's on either side, but you can think of this as King Henry, I don't know, died with a DA, dad, by drinking chocolate milk. Okay, and so our base here is the gram. And so we are at decigrams, so that means we're right here, and we want to get to milligrams. So we'll just go 2 places to the right. So 8.1 moved 2 places to the right will be 810 milligrams. Any questions on that?
Nope.
Brody, you're right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now it says find the perimeter of the figure shown, express the perimeter using the units of measure. Okay, so I'll let you guys tell me this one.
That's right. What is it, 3, 7, and 4?
3, 7, 4.
Perimeter, so you would add all the outsides. Right? Yeah.
Side over there is 7.
Right. Those are 16.
Is that 49 the answer?
That's 10.
Did you get Clay?
49, isn't it?
Oh, that's not what I got.
7.
Not it.
I don't know. Hold on. Let's see.
7.
Take the bottom of the 4.
32? I got this. 34? I had whatever you had.
How many answers? Do we have 5 answers now?
The bottom.
3, 3, 7, 4, 10, 7.
Okay, on that bottom one, if you take the bottom one, you multiply the 4 feet by the 10 feet.
No.
We want perimeter here.
You want the perimeter. Okay.
Yeah, no multiplying.
Okay.
So does anybody have it?
34.
That's what I got. Anyone else? Are we going with 34?
Hold on.
Yeah.
I was doing the areas.
Yeah. There you go. That's you demonstrated something there, Clyde, didn't you?
Yeah, something we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
There's 10.
That would be one of those, like on the test, if you do that, you want to read the question and then you really write down, instead of just thinking it, write down what word. And this
Yep.
So we're at 34?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Yes, I agree.
All right, now we have surface area, okay? And so surface area is just the area of all the surfaces. So, and we're going to add them up. So do you guys see this? When I outline this 10 by 9, panel, do you agree that there's 2 of those that are 10 by 9?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So we have 2 10 by 9s plus, all right, what is the dimension of the base of this thing, the base and the top?
10,
10 by,
5, 9.
yes. So we have 2 10 by 5s. And then finally the sides are what?
5 by 9.
Yeah, 2 5 by 9s. So you don't have to, you don't have to know the formula if you just think about what you're looking at. So that's going to be, let's see, I'll let y'all calculate that for me.
Excuse you, Clyde.
How do you know it wasn't me?
Because I'm trying to get a good grade.
It wasn't me. It was Clyde's chair. All right, so what do we get?
185.
370.
370.
Did somebody say 185?
Yeah, where did I mess up at?
So did you get 2 10 by 90? 2 10 by 90?
Yeah, I got it now. So now I should have times it by 2.
Yeah. Okay, so I got 370.
Yep.
Good. All right, now it says use the given equivalents along with dimensional analysis to convert the given unit to the indicated unit. So we've got 630 kilograms and we want to go to pounds. So notice here 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms.
370.
So let me erase some of this. So we want 630 kilograms. Put that over 1, and we want to get to what? To pound. All right, so we want to end up with pounds, and hopefully we can just cancel. And we do know that 0.45 kilograms is the same as 1 pound. So you're just going to do 630 divided by 0.45.
1,400.
Let's see. So 630 divided by 0.45. 1,400? Anyone else? I think I heard y'all say that, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay. All right, now it says express 72 kilometers per hour in miles per hour. And we know that 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. Okay. So we have 72 kilometers in 1 hour. And we want to convert that to what they say, miles per hour. So we'll just leave the hours, but we want to cancel kilometers. We want to end up with miles. So we'll put 1.6 kilometers and then 1 mile. So all we have to do on this one is divide 72 by 1.6. So we get, did y'all get 45?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
All right, find the volume of the figure. So this is one where if you don't have this formula memorized, you're going to want to have your notes available. I happen to have the formula memorized. It is the area of the base times the height, but the base here is kind of tipped over, but the base is a circle. So it's going to be pi r squared times the height here is the, like, do you imagine the circles being carved up, or times 9. So I'm going to do pi r squared times h. That's the volume. What is the radius of this thing?
8.
Good. So you're going to do pi times 8 squared times 9. And They tell us we want to do 3.14 as pi. So 3.14 times 8 squared times 9.
It's just a build on the side. It's no radius.
So let me get my calculator.
Jeez.
So we'll do
This is the one night and not the
3.14 times, on my calculator, I can just do 8 squared, like that. And notice it does square 8, and then times 9. And then say equals. So this is what I got. Anybody else get that?
Yeah, I got that.
Now we want to round to the nearest whole number. So what will our answer be?
1809.
Yeah, 1809. I read your lips, Clyde. All right, next question. It says a school playground is in the shape of a rectangle 500 feet long and 100 feet wide. If fencing costs $19 per yard, what will it cost to place fencing around the playground? Okay, so this one is one where you want to be careful to make sure your units are the same when you're doing it. Because notice that they tell you it's 500 feet by 100 feet. So that means this is 500 and this is 100 also, right? But the price is per yard. So we need to figure out what the perimeter is in terms of yards, not in terms of feet. So if you want to go ahead and find the perimeter in terms of feet because it feels good, that's fine. It's 1,200 feet. Do y'all see why it's 1,200 feet?
Yeah.
But we need to convert to yards. So we'll do 1,200 feet times, let's see, the feet will cancel. We want to get to yards, and we know that there's 3 feet in 1 yard. Okay, and so 3 goes into 1,200, actually 400 times, or you can do that with your calculator. So you have 400 yards. And then our price per yard was $19. So we're going to do 19 times the 400, which will just end up being the value there. Clyde, do you have a question, or are you good? Anybody have a question? Y'all okay? Yes? We good? All right, so 7,600. Yeah? Okay, good. We're halfway through.
Yay! And it's taken an hour.
It looked a little, has it been taken? No, it's only taken, 40 minutes.
Don't we get 2 hours on this?
I don't know, the clock's ticking.
Well, quit talking then.
All right. Use the formula developed in this section to find the area of the figure. Okay, so this is another one where you're going to want to have your formulas written down, or at least have your notes in front of you. So that we want to find the area of a triangle. Anybody remember it? Formula?
Base times height divided by 2.
Yeah, 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. So in this case, remember the base is always whatever drops down, whichever side length has the perpendicular drawn to it. So in this case, it's going to be what?
18.
The 18. So it's going to be the 18 is the base, and the height is 2. So do y'all need me to write that, or can I just do it in my calculator?
Yeah.
So it's 8.
Okay.
Yeah, write it for us. Sorry.
Write it? Okay.
Or, we need to spell. No,
No,
I'm sorry.
Base,
We're good.
The base times the height divided by 2. The base was.
You don't have to write it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's all right. I'm almost there now. All right. So area is equal to 1. I like to think of it as 1/2 base times height, which is the same as base times height divided by 2. That's something that trips people up, but that's just the same. You could even do base times height times 0.5 if you're feeling crazy. Or, oh, my hand's going crazy. Let's see. So you could also do base time 0.5 times base times height. Okay, and on this one, so we could do 0.5 times the base was 18 and the height was 2. So if you want to type in your calculator like that, you should get 18. Did you get 18?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Square inches. It's weird that it doesn't do. I like it. I like the homework better when it tells you right away whether you got it. Don't y'all?
Yes.
Yeah, the tests aren't cool.
I'm like, where is my good job?
I know. I feel like I'm on my own. Explain why the triangles are similar, then finding the missing length. Okay, so if we look at this, we've got 2 right angles, and then we've got these angles are the same. So if you have 2 angles that are the same, the triangles are similar. So both triangles contain right angles and a corresponding angle of equal measure. Thus, the 2 angles of the large triangle equal the measures. Yeah. I'm going to go with this one. That's choice A. Now we want to find x. Okay, and so then that's the big joke, right? You know, when you say x is right here. There it is. But I think we want to find the value of x. Okay. So we'll set up a ratio. What does the 15 go to? 15.
45.
Okay, and so you can do it like this, like matching up like that if you want. That's fine. So then if I put the x here, who does that match with? What is
sorry?
27.
Good, the 27. Good. And then you can just cross multiply. So this is 27 times 15 is equal to x times 45. Or you could put the x on the left-hand side if that feels good, better for you. And then you're going to divide both sides by 45 to get your answer. And you can do that with your calculator, or if you want to be fun with the math, you can do it with the math too. Just think about, like, for example, 15 goes into 45 3 times. So I can cancel 15 once, I cancel 45 3 times. And then 3 goes into 27 9 times, and it goes into itself once. So you should get the answer x equals 9. But you would get the same answer if you just typed 27 times 15 divided by 45. If you do 27 times 15 divided by 45, you get the same answer, 9. All right? You want help?
No, I just saw, the way that I did it in my head was I saw that the 15 went into the 45 3 times, and the 12 went into the 36 3 times. So obviously it was going to be 27 divided by 3.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's a beautiful way to do it.
Oh.
That's thinking outside the box.
That was confusing me the other way that you guys were doing
Yeah,
it.
but that's how it's easier when you're
But, I mean, really what you're doing is exactly what I was doing.
trying.
Right, but you're using too many numbers.
But, yeah, no, that's excellent. I liked it. Okay. All right. A swimming pool has a volume of 47,520 cubic feet. Uh-oh. How many gallons of water does the pool hold? Is it 62.5? What is the, oh, no, that's the weight of water. How many, do we remember how many cubic feet are in a gallon? Does anybody have their notes?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I have some notes. Where's my folder? What section was that even in?
I think 3.2.
Yeah. Let's see. .48 gallons is 1 cubic. Oh, Okay, 231, what do we have here? We have, cubic feet. 1 cubic foot is about 7.48 gallons. So you'll want to remember that for the test.
7.48.
Yeah, that's on page 3 of the 9-2 and 9-3 notes, which I think is section, is that unit 3 too? I think so. It's on the 3rd page there. Okay.
And that's per cubic foot.
Yeah. So 1 cubic foot, so foot cubed, is equal to 7.48 gallons. That's approximate. So if you have 47,520 cubic feet and you want to convert that to gallons, you are going to just multiply, because this will be 1 cubic foot down here is 7.48 gallons. So that's going to be a lot of gallons.
Yeah.
Four, 7,520 times 7.48 equals. Okay. You want to round to the nearest whole number. Ooh, who can round that to the nearest whole number?
35545.
Very nice. So 355,450.
You just emptied Lake Louisville. Just kidding.
You know what's strange here in Nebraska is that the whole state is under the nation's largest aquifer, the Ottawa Aquifer, which is why we can produce all this food, because we have the beautiful soil and then all the water we need. And so our property we have a well, and like I have no water bill. I can just run the water.
Oh, that's so nice.
But I know it is really nice, but it feels like, I think you get kind of like, you know how in Texas used to be, I would always be like, I never want to run my sprinkler because it costs too much money. And I have like brown grass and stuff.
So are water rights really big there, just like mineral rights are big here? Yeah.
No, because the whole state if you want some water, just dig a hole. I mean, I think that it's like, it's huge and it's deep. If you look it up, like even on Wikipedia, and the aquifer actually goes all through Kansas and Oklahoma and even in parts of Texas, but it's deepest and largest pretty much all under Nebraska. So yeah, this country we live in is a fascinating country. Like, we have all the good stuff. Like, we went to Chicago. I told you I went to Chicago this weekend, and I didn't realize that the Great Lakes make up 21% of the entire world's fresh water. And they're in. Have y'all ever been to a Great Lake?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Like, because Chicago's on Lake Michigan, and it's 90 miles across to get from Chicago. You can get to Michigan, but you have to go 90 miles on a lake. It's like an ocean. Actually, they have Navy ships. That's where there's a Navy, they call it Navy Pier in Chicago, and that's where they used to practice for World War II. They would practice landing the planes on the aircraft carriers. I just learned that. I learned it because I took a tour. But George Bush was trained there. You remember the first George Bush was a Navy pilot in World War II. There you go. Look at me, 46 minutes. Are you worried? Talking about George Bush trying to take a test. All right. Use the table along with dimensional analysis to convert the given unit to okay. So we got 25,000 cubic feet. We want to get to gallons. So, here's our little, now they give us the formula. So that's good to know. At least it's pretty much the same question, isn't it? We're just going to take that 25,000 and multiply by 7.48 because that's cubic foot to 1 gallon. So I'm going to do that without writing it. So 25,000 times 7.48.
Someone's bothering the dogs.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I don't know how to make that stop. It's the patio builders. I can shut the door, but he's probably going to keep marking. Gus, be quiet. I don't know if that's going to help. Okay, so 187,000.
Yep.
Okay, now it says convert the given unit of weight to the unit indicated. So 40 grams to centigrams. So I like to use, and you can do this however you want, because you can have some notes in front of you. I like to do my little King Henry died thing though. So grams is your base. So we have the base here, which is the B, is equal to grams. So King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. So this is our base, which in this case is the grams. And we want to go from grams to centigrams. So you're here at the base and you want to go to centigrams. So you're going to go the right 2 places to the right. So you'll take 40 grams and you'll move your decimal 2 places to the right, which will make 4,000 centigrams. Any questions? No. All right. '22. Selecting from millimeter, meter, and kilometer, determine the best unit of measure to express the given length. The diameter of a cat's tooth. Anyone?
Millimeter.
I like millimeter. Okay. Next question. Find the volume. Okay, so this is a formula that you have to look up. It's 4/3 pi r cubed is the formula for the volume of a sphere. But it was in the, I think that's in the last, might be the last unit. Can't remember what was the last thing we did, but.
Yeah,
I mean, the section.
it's 3.4. 3.4.
And so in this case, it's going to be 4/3 times pi times 6 cubed. And so on your calculator, you have some options on how to do that. You can do 4 times 3.14 times the 6 cubed and then divide by 3 if you want. Let me do. I'm going to clear this. I'll do 4 times 3.14 times, if I want to do 6 cubed on my calculator, I've got a little cube button. And then divided by 3. If you don't have a cube button, then you would want to do 6 times 6 times 6. It's the devil's number. Very fitting for Halloween. Are y'all good?
The answer is 3.
904 point, now to the nearest whole number, 904. Anyone else get that?
Actually, I got 904, but mine's at 0.77.
Did you use 3.14 or did you use your pi button?
Pi button.
Yeah, I know it's your answer is actually better, but according to this little blue writing here, they tell you to use 3.14. So you're going to want to do that. All right, so 904. Yeah, because I'm sure if I did that, like here, I can do that on mine. I can do 4 times, I've got a pi button too. You're not the only one with a pi button.
I know I'm not. Don't get all. Hi, Marty.
I think you're all in. And you're right.
Now I use the 3.14. I got the 904.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to bring up though. If you're ever that close, you can whine to me on an email and I'll change it. All right, so this is 900, and we're gonna go with 904 though.
Yeah.
So that's what we get when we use 3.14. Okay, we're getting there. 6 more. It says express 50 miles per hour in kilometers per hour, and we know that there are 1.6 kilometers in 1 mile. Feels like I already did a question like this. I'm being redundant.
It's okay.
I know. You get it lowers. You can miss more of them this way. All right, so we have 50 miles in 1 hour times. Want to go to kilometers? So we want to cancel our miles and get to kilometers, and there are 1.6 kilometers in 1 mile. So all we have to do is 50 times 1.6. 80. That's a nice number. $25. What will it cost to carpet a rectangular floor measuring 18 feet by 30 feet if the carpet costs $29.09 per square yard? So again, on this, they're kind of catch you because of the yard thing. So I think I probably would convert first. So you have 18 feet by 30 feet. Because it's easy enough to convert 18 feet. See, 18 feet, if you put that over 1, and then remember there's 3 feet in 1 yard. So that's going to be 6 yards. And then 30 feet in 1 yard, that's going to be 10 yards. Everybody okay? So you could really think of this as 6 yards by 10 yards. So the area is, remember, area of a rectangle is just base times height. So it's going to be 10 by 6, or 60 square yards. And the cost per square yard is $29.09. So you're going to do 60 times 29.09 and see what you get for that. So we'll do 60 times 29.09. So anybody else get that?
Yep.
$1,745.40. Does that sound right? 1745.4. Okay. Find the circumference in the area of the circle. Express the answer in terms of pi and then round to the nearest tenth. Okay. So we remember that the area of a circle is pi r squared. And the circumference, there's 2 formulas. It's 2 pi r or pi d. Either one will work. Now they gave us the diameter. So it's easy to see that the circumference is just going to be 44 times pi. And then we'll type in, we'll use 3.14. Oh no, yeah, see, it's tricky on this one. I wonder if we should use our pi button or if we should use 3.14. So this will be something we'll learn. So the area, what's the radius here?
Half of 44, so 22.
22, yeah. And so that's going to be pi times 22 squared. What's 22 squared? Like 484?
Yeah.
Okay. So 484 pi is your area, and 44 pi is your circumference. Okay, and so let me remember that. Let's see, 44 times, should we try it with 3.14 or should we try it with the pi symbol?
Pi.
Well, I'm going to get.
It doesn't say 3.14.
I know, but I'm gonna try it using always 3.14, and if we get it right, then we know for the test we should just always use 3.14 instead of the pi button. Is that okay? But if we miss it, then we know we should use the pi button.
That's number 26.
138.2. Did y'all get that? 44 times 3.14. If you do 44 times pi, let's see, it gives you 138.2. What was?
On the homework, I use the pi button.
It actually, because we're rounding to the nearest tenth, it doesn't matter on this one. So, you know, it's probably going to be okay. You guys just email me if you get it off by a decimal or something. So 138.2. Okay, and then 484 times pi is 1,520.5. Let's see if we do 484 times 3.14, what we get. Is it the same number?
1 times 3.14.
I come up with 1519.76.
Yeah, so that's 1519.8. Let's see if we did 484 times pi. Oh, see, yeah, it's going to give you, if you round, that one's different. So I'm going to stick with, what am I going to do? I'm going to guess using my 3.14. Maybe this one has some tolerance. So anyway, y'all just email me if it doesn't work. So I'm going to do 484 times 3.14. And so that gives me 1519.8.
Does it say what to round it to?
It says to round it to the nearest 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now on 44 pi, I'm coming up with 139.48. Well, I made a mistake. Disregard.
Okay. Yeah, I could do, okay.
I did 3.17. I have a fat phone.
Okay. All right, so now for circumference, we got 44. And then in decimal, we got that to be 138.2. Somebody have a question?
No. I asked how come you would put the same number there.
Say it again.
I asked how come you would put the same number in the first one.
Because they want it in terms of pi.
You are actually both going to times five.
And see, they put the pi there. So remember, we got 44 pi for our circumference. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. And so here, this is going to be 484. And they already put the pi there for you. And then I'm guessing that it's 1,519.8, but I could miss this one. So then I'd have to email myself. All right, number 27. Use the formula developed in this section to find the area. Okay, so this is a trapezoid. Did we learn the area of a trapezoid? I don't remember learning the area of the trapezoid. I mean, I know it, but I don't remember teaching it to you. I've slept. All right, so the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times the sum of the parallel bases times the height, or times the height, yeah. So the area is equal to 1/2. It's B1 plus B2 times 8. So where B1 and B2 are the two parallel sides. I don't remember teaching this.
I don't remember it either. That's what
Yeah, so it's a good thing we did this. We did the area of,
Here's our homework.
Yeah,
Pardon?
B times 8. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
we
in
did.
there?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you want, you can do 0.5. And then B1, you call that 15. And B2 is 23. And then H is 6. And so this is going to be 0.5 times 50 and 23 is 38. And then times 6. So you can do 0.5 times 38 times 6. So I got 114. Anyone else? That look good?
How did you get to 0.5?
because it's 1/2, and I didn't want
So
to.
that has to go in front of the problem no matter what?
Yes, that's in the formula.
Okay.
Do we all get that?
To find the parallelogram, you have to go to the area of the triangle, because that's the triangle. Side of the parallelogram. Yes.
Mhm.
But-
This is a trapezoid. Is the formula for a trapezoid on your pic?
No, it's not there. We've got a formula for the,
A parallelogram. Yeah,
Okay.
a little parallelogram can be a lot of things.
Well, the formula for a parallelogram is base times height. But we don't have a parallelogram here because a parallelogram has to have all 4 sides are parallel.
yeah, we didn't do a trapezoid problem on the homework, on the notes.
Yeah. So you guys are going to be lucky to be able to get this one. I wonder why I have that one on
So
there.
it's half
Yeah.
times base 1
You add the bases together,
times
and the
base.
bases are the parallel sides,
Yes.
and then times the height.
That's 480.
So what'd you come up with, 114 meters squared?
Yeah.
So,
Is that what you got?
What I came up with.
What did you come up with?
114. Because we've got 15 and 23 is 38, and you multiply that by 0.5, and then multiply that by 6. We good?
I think so.
Okay. We never get to know whether it's right or not. We have 28 minutes. Okay. If the cost to mail letter is 49 cents for mail weighing up to 1 ounce and 29 cents for each additional ounce or fraction of an ounce, find the cost of mailing a letter that weighs 90 grams.
Ryan, what did you do to us here?
Man, and we don't even know what the conversion is.
I thought
right.
you liked this.
I feel like I taught this. Did you ever learn this? We're going to have to figure out the relationship between ounces and grams. So we're going to need a in
No.
section.
In ounces and grams.
Let's see. Oh,
that would be 3.1
I don't know. I didn't find. I think it might be, but I didn't have.
ounces to grams.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't think it's on there. You think we showed it back?
All right. So that's when you have to go to Google. I don't have much time left.
We better not miss that one.
I'm working the whole test for you, and you're complaining.
I am, because that's not going to be my grade. I have to go home and take it.
All right. 1 ounce is equal to 28.3495 grams. I typed ounces to grams in my, look, I can totally cheat. What is this? I wonder if this is a little, I wish I could get where I could, look at this. All right, where's my test?
Why didn't you just put it in the one that you were just at?
I don't think it was going to be a little calculator for me. Right, so 49 cents for male weighing up to 1 ounce, 29 cents for each additional ounce or fraction. So it's 90 grams, right? So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to type it. Oh, wait, I want to go the other way. Swap. Right? Wait. Okay, grams to ounces. So I want to do 90. Hello thing. Okay. And then I want to convert it to grams. Okay.
No, you want to convert it to ounces.
Right, I'm sorry, 90 grams, and this is grams to ounces. Look, I can buy some pizza too. 90 grams to ounces is 3.17. Y'all okay? If you want to do it the long way, you can do it the long way.
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't? Nobody does? Okay, so it's what did we say? 3.17. So back to the oh, wait, where's the question? Okay, 3.17. So it's 49 cents for male weighing up to 1 ounce and 29 cents for each additional ounce. So or fraction. So really you have 3.17 ounces. So you're going to have to pay 49 cents for the first ounce. And then how many ounces are you going to have at 29 cents?
2.1747.
Well, but what is it? How do they charge you? They charge you 29 cents for each additional ounce or fraction of an ounce.
So that'll be 4 times the 29 cents.
It'll be 3 times the 29 cents. Do you see why?
All right, 3 for, well, that's,
So the first ounce is going to be 49 cents. And so now you have 2.17 ounces left.
Right.
Which rounds up to the nearest ounce. That rounds up to 3 ounces because you have to, if it's for each ounce or portion of an ounce. So you really have 3 ounces left at 29 cents. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you'll do 49 cents plus 3 times 29 cents. That's $1.36. Do you want me to go back over that one?
Yeah.
Okay, from the very beginning?
No. Hold
No.
on. Okay, I see how you got the $1.36.
Okay, so it's first you have to convert grams to ounces by dividing the 90 grams by the 28.34, which was the conversion factor. So we get 3.17 ounces. So the first ounce is going to be 49 cents. And then the remaining rounded up to the nearest ounce, which will be 3 ounces left because it's 2.17. But that 0.17, they charge you as a whole ounce. So you've got 49 cents plus 3 times the 0.29. And that gives you $1.36. Okay. Next question. Use similar triangles to solve. A person who is 5 feet tall is standing 126 feet from the base of a tree and casts a 140-foot shadow. The person's shadow is 14 feet in length. What is the height of the tree? So I think one thing that's tricky about this problem is that drawing. You need to realize that the big triangle there has a base of 140, but they like split it up for you. So we come in here.
Wait, what were those numbers?
Can we see the numbers on the?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's 5 feet. It says 5 feet tall, and they have a 14-foot shadow. We want to find the height of the tree, and the total shadow cast is 140 feet. So you're going to set up similar triangles, like the 8 goes with the 5 feet, so the 140 will go with the 14. Everybody okay? And then you can cross multiply, or you can do it fancy like Christina. Christina might already know the answer to this, but I'm going to cross multiply, and I got 14H is equal to 5 times 140, and I divide by 14, and 14 goes into 140 10 times, so I do actually get 50. So probably, Christina, did you just kind of look at it and realize it was going to be 50?
No. I didn't even work the problem. All I did was go back into my notes where we had done it and was looking at how the formula I wrote down then, because I don't want to confuse myself.
Oh, okay. Do you sort of see what happened though? Because you have the 5 foot tall person cast a 14 foot shadow. So if you have a 140 foot shadow, it has to match up the same as you were thinking. So 14 times 10 is 140. So 5 times 10 has to be 50. So it's that same logic that you were using. Or you can just do it my way with the triangle. Okay. So that's 50. Next question, which I think is the last question. All right, a baseball diamond measures 25 meters along each side. If a batter hits 3 triples in a game, what? How many kilometers did the batter run? What's a triple?
3 bases, first, second, third.
If a batter hit 3 triples in a game. So a triple means
He'd run 75 meters for each triple, so it'd be 3 times 75 meters. So that would be converted up. That would be 225 meters, and then we have to convert that.
So how far does he go if he does 1 triple?
Would
75
meters.
All 3 bases.
So he went boom, boom, boom. Okay. So he did 75 and he did that 3 times.
And then we do it 3 times if you did 3 triples, so it'd be 3 times 75 or 225 meters.
Right.
All right, 225 meters, and then we're going to convert that to kilometers. Okay, so 3 triples.
That's right. You're from Texas. You're used to football, not baseball.
I don't really know baseball very well. Okay, triple is 75. Each one is 75, and we did 3 of them, so that's 225. Do y'all agree with this?
Yes.
And that's meters. And if you want to go from meters to kilometers, so King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. The base here is the meter. And you want to get to kilometers, so you're going to go 1, 2. So you move your decimal to the left 2 places. So 225 meters. Oh, I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, because you got to get to the right of the K. So you want to move it 1, 2, 3 is 0.225 kilometers. 0.225 kilometers. Which is like not very far. It's not even a kilometer. All right, but it's probably pretty good to hit 3 triples, huh? Are you a rock star if you hit 3 triples?
Yeah, you would.
You would be, yeah. Let's see if you are a rock star. Let's see if we're rock stars. Are y'all nervous?
No.
It's not our exam. We're not nervous.
We still have to go take ours.
Oh, yeah. Right here.
All right.
Boom. Turn up. That means we get extra points, right?
There was some hard ones. I know, yeah. Because there's only 5 of y'all, so maybe.
Can't you just go ahead and transfer that?
Right, that's what they all say.
I don't know.
Didn't you